There we go. We're live. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think I'm actually the correct way. I think it's actually horizontal now. So, hey, good morning. It's about 9:45 in the morning for me, for those of you who are asking. And if it sounds too windy, let me know. It might sound too windy because I'm outside, and I will put up a little wind guard thing. I'm sitting backwards on my day bed is what's happening right now. Hey, guys. Do you have any cookies is the first question. I don't have any cookies with me right now, and that kind of makes me sad that it's 4:20 in the morning and I don't have any cookies. I'm not celebrating 420 this year because I've got a little dude to take care of, so there, I'll throw that question out right now. But if you are, happy 420 to you, huh? So I know that I didn't get a Naked Truth done this week. Again, it's a combination of things. It's been hard to find the time, and I did get out a tech video this week. And B, I like doing these live videos, so I think I might start doing these more often. If you like them as well, please let me know, and maybe I'll start switching it up a little bit. I'm doing well, Visionary Sims. Thank you so much for asking. Little dude is down for a nap, and I've got my monitor, so I was like, coffee time for me, and I'll hang out with you guys a little bit. Much yes to the live stream, says Derek Webb. Good, I'm so glad. Happy Thursday, says Gallon CP. What's going on? Sam Parr says, what's your coffee order? Great question. I'm not drinking a unicorn frappuccino, as just about everyone else on the internet is right now. No, I make myself every morning a vanilla almond milk latte. And so I don't know if you guys know Nespresso. I have an espresso machine, which is like Nestle's at-home espresso machine. They're not very expensive as far as espresso machine goes. I'm not that fancy. But I make a shot of espresso, and then I heat up some almond milk, and then I put a little bit of vanilla syrup in it. Boom. And I've got my Naked Army mug that I love so much that Jacob made. It says General Hershberger on the back. I'm thinking about having these made in a store so that if you guys want to buy them, you could, which would be cool if anyone wants their own. And obviously yours wouldn't say General Hershberger. It would say Corporal whatever your name is, or whatever you want it to be. Rusty just asked, what's the update on the tumor? This little guy over here. The update is my surgery is scheduled for late June, so it's going to be after E3 but before Comic-Con. And thank you for asking, P.S. And it's terrifying because no matter what the doctors do, no matter how great of a job they do in the surgery, there is the chance of facial paralysis, and there's both permanent and temporary facial paralysis that I could be dealing with. Permanent facial paralysis would be as a result of something going wrong in the surgery, whereas temporary facial paralysis is just a result of how much my nerves swell, which is terrifying. So, yeah. And Whatnot Studio says, I got 2 posters from your Revlo. They both showed up smushed. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Message me using the For Business Inquiries email in the About section of this channel, and I'll see what I can do. I'm sorry about that. That sucks. Okay. Because you're in Australia. But that's all right. I saw tips for getting a Comic-Con badge is a question. Get in there early. And my way into Comic-Con, because it's so hard to get a Comic-Con badge, I know you guys have heard me talk about getting in as an exhibitor. So, when I talk about, like, the only way I could get in was as a booth babe, that's what I'm talking about. But there are male booth babes, too. And find a company that you like that goes to Comic-Con. For me, it was always Mattel because I love their toys. But you can pick whoever, whether it's a Novos, whoever's going to be there, and say, hey, I would love to volunteer to work at your booth, even for free. But if I work at your booth for a couple hours a day in return for a badge, would that be okay? And then the rest of your time that you're not working, you can actually go and enjoy Comic-Con. Also, I would say that there's so many things to do outside of Comic-Con now that you don't really need a badge. Usually Petco Park is open to you, and a bunch of activities in front of and behind the convention center that, again, are no badge, no problem. All right, let's see. Oh, John Bryden says, missed it. What are you having done? Oh, as far as my surgery, I am having a lump removed off my face. So let me hold this up so you guys can see. It's right over here. It is a tumor. Last time when I had it biopsied, it was a benign tumor, but it's the type that has the potential to become cancerous if I don't get it taken care of. But that was 9, 10 months ago, because it was right before I found out I was pregnant, so I guess 11 months ago. So I need to get it removed ASAP. so that it's out. But yeah, it's scheduled for the end of June, so that's when it's gonna happen. And just getting back into work now, I'm like excited to be back into work. And as someone who works making videos on camera, the idea of temporary or permanent facial paralysis is terrifying. So that's real life, haha. But that's okay, you know, thankful for modern medical advances that it's something that they can even begin to take care of in the first place. All right, let's see. Space Ranting says, your backyard's amazing. Thank you. So we bought a house that was like grandma and grandpa's house and like super old inside, and didn't have the money for renovation. So a lot of the inside of our house is still a work in progress, I'll say. But what sold us on it was this view. Check it out. I don't know if you guys can see my gargoyles. We put in gargoyles. But yeah, we took one look at this backyard and we're like, oh yeah. So like I said, the inside of the house needed a lot of work. We're still working on things, but we plan on being here for a really long time, so we can work on it for a long time. And we moved fairly far outside of Los Angeles, so there were a bunch of things in there that we were like, we want a backyard, we'll do whatever it takes, and those were the things that it takes. Thank you for saying you try not to worry about the facial paralysis. Cold water, yo. Thank you, I'm trying not to. Eric Milady, hi Eric, says, do the gargoyles have names? They do not have names. We've got griffins in the back and two different, more like the 80s cartoon style gargoyles in the front. But yeah, they don't have names yet. Maybe we should name them. That's a great idea. Visionary Sim says, I'm sure you'll be fine. They have to tell you the worst case scenario. I know they do. Thank you for saying that. Oh, sorry guys, is it too windy? I see needs a fuzzy on the mic. Let me go ahead and see if I can up this. I'm gonna put up a little windscreen. See how this goes, huh? Fancy live production value. Let me put down my coffee. Moving around. Yeah, I'm live streaming on mobile. I'm interested. I like that YouTube does that now. That's cool. Okay, so I'm sitting on this little daybed thing that you guys can't really see, but putting up the top. And maybe it will block the wind. Good song, right? Good song, Shish. Okay. Here we go. Okay, getting back in. Austin Wells says, what are your tips on being a newlywed couple? Okay, what are my tips on being a newlywed couple? Enjoy each other. And I don't know, that's such a cop-out one. What did they tell us? I'm trying to think. What did they tell us in marriage prep classes? Because we're nerds and we totally took those. In marriage prep classes, they told us to make it less about, like, always remind yourself, it's not one person versus the other person, you're a team. So even when you're in an argument, if you can keep the mindset of not I need to win or they're gonna win, but we together need to win, and winning is getting through whatever this obstacle is, that helps a lot, I feel like. Also, this sounds really dumb, but we laugh about it a lot. In our class, they were like, hey, when you're having a disagreement, look at each other and say, what do you need? So we always do it really silly now. We're like, what do you need? But but legitimately, sometimes we get so caught up in arguing and so angry and let emotions take over that you forget what you're arguing about in the first place. And when you stop and think, okay, what do I need to be happy right now? Sometimes you don't even know. And so if you can calm yourself down and figure out this is what I need and communicate that to the other person, problem solved. Way better. So yeah, those would be my tips to newlywed couples. All right, there we go. Oh, good. Justine Lee says, there we go. Okay, good. I hope it sounds better as far as the wind goes. Let's see. Yes, you saw me in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links commercial. Woo! That was really, really, really fun to film, and I filmed it with Mystic7, who I wasn't aware of his channel before, but he does all Pokemon Go stuff. If that's your thing, go check it out. He's a great guy. Love your earrings, says Trisha Cat. Thank you so much. I'm filming some really fun stuff today, so I totally outfitted myself in Middle-earth attire. Let's see. Hey, Sydney Waters, how you doing? Daisy says, have you ever been to England? No, I have not been to England. I would love to go someday. In fact, I was just talking to a friend of mine about that, because we're like, oh, maybe if we all go together, we can split costs and it'll be cheaper. And yeah, I would love to go to England. It would be awesome. Asia asks, any special summer plans? No, summer plans this year are learning new parenting stuff, learning new stuff with the little guy, like seeing him experience stuff for the first time is really fun. So I think that's just going to happen. I mean, my big summer plans are really E3 and Comic-Con. I booked an Airbnb for Comic-Con. I'm really excited about it. And because I'm going to be close to the convention center, that's why I'm excited about it. Not that it's like a big fancy pad or anything. It's close to the convention center. And when you're spending all day, like 12-hour days at Comic-Con, it's nice to not have to walk 45 minutes to get home. The baby's doing good, Joel. Thank you for asking. He's taking a napola right now, and I have the monitor, which is why I'm able to do this. Ashley F. says, are you a fan of musicals? Haha! Yes! I am a huge fan of musicals. I've been a fan of musicals for a very long time. I saw my first musical when I was 5, and it was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And I've never been the same since. Backsoren made a donation. Super chat. Woo woo, 2468. Glad to have you. And I'm sorry I missed the rest of it, but thank you so much for the donation. Gosh, I wish it didn't go by so fast. Gillis L says, what do you think of Hamilton? You know, I haven't seen Hamilton. And it's because I don't live on the East Coast anymore. But it is coming to LA, so if I can manage to score tickets while it's here, it's been sold out for ages, and the tickets are like astronomically expensive. But if I can manage to go, I will, and I will let you know. The music's amazing. I want to see it so bad. Travis Key says the view is priceless, and with a super chat. Thank you, Travis Keys. Yay! Yeah, it's really, really nice. This is my, like, no matter how bad of a day I'm having, I'll just come out here with my coffee and just de-stress, and it's nice. And sometimes Logan gives me some interesting days. I've gotten pooped on a lot. Let's see. Have you heard of a game called Kingdom Death Monster? No, I have not, but it sounds like I'm going to be looking it up as soon as this live stream is over. I'm always looking for new games. I hope it's a tabletop game. Cool, man. Backstone says, not normally a musical person, but something. Wow, it goes so fast. Have I watched Once Upon a Time? Yes, I watched the first couple seasons all the way up to the Peter Pan season, and then I kind of fell off the wagon. But I'm meaning to pick it back up because it looks good. Daisy says, are you considering any more children? That's the question of the hour. The answer to that is not right now. I want to wait until my body is feeling like my body again before I can think about adding in any more. But Logan's awesome, and he makes me want more. But the process of everything I had to go through to get him makes me not want more. So maybe adopting in the future, or I don't know, maybe I do it again. They say after enough time's gone by, you forget. So maybe we'll see. Lewis says SourceFed reunion, ? Maybe the bunch of us are lucky enough to get together every now and then and do cool stuff. So maybe, who knows? Every time you say Logan, a little part of the Hugh Jackman in me dies. No. Oh, there was another super chat, and I didn't even see who it was. I wonder if I can scroll back. Let me see if I can scroll back. I can. All right. Jay Ryan super chatted and said, if you could have a game made, what would it be about? Yes. Awesome. Thank you for that. If I could have a game made, what would it be about? It would be a tabletop game. There already is a Buffy tabletop game, so it wouldn't be that. It would be a tabletop game for sure. And maybe a video game. Why not both, right? Why not both? And it would be about letting yourself be transported to different fandoms. So kind of like the Lego movie, how you combine everything all into one. Kind of like Lego Dimensions, except for you're the hero. And maybe it could use mixed reality to like put you in the game. I don't know. That'd be really cool. Would you do something with mod like D&D? I would do anything with mod. There you go. Quote that and take it to the bank. But I love Maud. I think she's a wonderful on-camera personality. She's a great host and a lovely person. And yeah, but if we were going to play D&D, it would have to be real D&D. Not that I have anything against source-fed D&D, just the rules. I don't want to say rules Nazi, but the person who loves rules in me died a little bit every time we played that game. So I would need a little bit more structure, I would say. All right, let's see. Thank you, Jack Shipley. That's so nice. Aaron says, have you read the Harry Potter illustrated versions? No, I have not, but I'd love to know who illustrated them. How often did your eye twitch playing D&D Light? Yeah, a lot. A lot. What should I eat for lunch? Says Martin. You should eat a pork roll sandwich. That's a Philly thing. They're a pork roll on a bagel, huh? All right. There were some more super chats that I may have missed. All right, let me scroll back for a sec and see. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-ba. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-ba. Going back a while. All right, I'm not seeing any since Jay's, so there we go. How about a scrapple sandwich, says Randall. Yeah, we could totally do that. Do and would you DM, says Llama Dungeon. I have DM'd in the past. I don't think I'm very good at it. That being said, I'm a huge snob about my DMs. I grew up playing with probably one of the best DMs I've ever played with. Definitely one of the best DMs I've ever played with. He's an ex-boyfriend. My high school sweetheart was my DM all through high school. And he was so good. His attention to detail was so right on. He gave XP for you being able to roleplay yourself out of situations instead of just resorting to combat all the time. His adventures were super complex. And, he and I don't talk anymore. But I'm like, hey, Rye, if you're watching this, one of my best DMs ever, dude. But yeah, I'm a DM snob because of that. And so I feel like my DMing does not live up to that as hard as I try. And I also, because I'm an overachiever, I'm like, I'm not going to use an already existing world. I'm going to create my own, which is so much work. Travis Keys just made a $20 super chat. Thank you. And said, would you go on Will Wheaton's show Tabletop if asked? I 100% would. And fingers crossed. I mean, I'm doing more stuff with Geek and Sundry now, and so with Legendary in general. And maybe they'll ask me. I would love to. That'd be great. I've been a big fan of the show for a long time. All right, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Thomas says, have you seen Adult Wednesday Addams? No. Is she smoking? Will you go on Escape Room on Geek and Sundry, says Jim Stewart Cohen. Again, if I was asked, I would love to. Yeah, I love what Nerdist and Geek and Sundry are doing right now. A lot of their content is spot on the kind of content that I enjoy watching. So anything that they're doing that they asked me to be on, I'd be game. For God's sake, the first time they were like, hey, want to come on Co-Optitude with Ryan Day? I was like, sure. And then I had more fun than I've had in a long time filming things, and I was hooked. So they're pretty awesome. C-Rod says, please shout me out. There you go, man. There you go. Katie says, did you ever see Shrek the Musical? No, I have not, but I've heard great things. And by great things, I also mean hilarious things, because to me, they're one and the same. And on that note, everybody should go watch Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat starring Donny Osmond and Jekyll and Hyde starring David Hasselhoff, because amazing and hilarious things. All right. What will Logan's first video game be? I haven't even thought that far. I don't know. I should start looking at video games for infants. Isn't that ridiculous? But I'm like, maybe there's like a gamepad that I could lay him down and his little legs could just like kick, 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 kick. Maybe I could bring back the power pad from the classic NES days and just have him play that. We all know he'd be great at hurdles. Gigi says, nice Deathly Hallows pendant. Thank you so much. What's your opinion on the new Teen Titans, the Judas Contract movie, says Renz. I honestly know nothing about it, so I have zero opinion at the moment. Congrats on the adorable baby, says Brian Storm. Thank you. He just turned 2 months yesterday, so I'm like, 2 months? And I don't think I've permanently damaged him, so momming for the win. Speaking of momming for the win, I totally mastered the pump and drive. People are going to say distracted driving, but no. I hook it all up before I get on the road. I drive for like 25 minutes, and in LA traffic, that's maybe 3 miles. And then when it's done, I pull over, tear everything down, and put it away, put it in a cooler, and get back on the road. But the pump and drive, 2 hands on the wheel. Yes, these are Lord of the Rings earrings, Andy. Thank you for asking. Am I looking forward to Star Wars? Hells to the yes! Hells to the yes is the answer to that. And I'm lucky enough that my old co-host, Anthony Carboni, from What's News, is now hosting the Star Wars show. So I get a lot of the inside scoop, which is really fun. Barry says, morning, Trish, at 6 p.m. here in Ireland. Oh, wow. Happy evening to you in Ireland. That's cool. Oh, man, going so fast. How are you going to celebrate the new Game of Thrones season? Great question. Well, by getting the latest Game of Thrones beer, by reading every spoiler and Easter egg and Reddit theory that I can get my hands on, because I don't have the books to go back and peruse through now, so I need something to feed that itch. And then watching the episode about 60 bajillion times and freeze framing, because that's what I do, to try to figure out stuff and create my own conspiracy theories. It's funny because I live in a house with Nate, who does not like to do any of that. So anything I read, I can't talk to him about. He just likes to watch the episode. As a purist, he doesn't want to know what anybody else thought, because he feels like that's spoilery, because people may know things. We live in LA, so it's like some people are working on the show and may know things that they're not supposed to say and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't have anyone to talk about it with. So maybe I'll start doing some live Q&As after each Game of Thrones episode with you guys and seeing what everybody thinks. Theories about Game of Thrones. Yeah, I mean, there's secret Targaryens everywhere, is what I'll say. I don't want to spoil it in case people aren't caught up to the current season. Whoa! All right. A super chat from Alejo Amiras. Says, I love you. How good to see you, Mr. Smile. Much love from Argentina. Thank you. Thank you, and much love to you back in Argentina, and happy day. You got to do the Q&As. I'm sorry, I know that I do. Yeah, the show is ahead of the books now, Slayer. That is the fact. That's why I can't peruse through the books anymore, and I have to sub-Reddit. Let's see. There were 2 super chats, says Maddie. You missed one. Okay, scrolling back. Oh, and one right before that from Rock. It says, are you going to do a commentary for Game of Thrones after each show? Haha! Thank you. Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know if that's something that it sounds like you guys would be into. Sure, I can definitely do that. And we'll see if I do a discussion show again. Last year I did Screen Junkies Game of Thrones discussion show the day after. And of course the years before that I did TV show with SourceFed Nerd. But yeah, you have to go on Screen Junkies show a lot. Cool. Maddie says, you said my name and that made my night. Morning, it's 3 a.m. Wow. Okay, I see another super chat. Gunther says, hey Trisha, not sure if you read my other super chat. My phone died right after. Sorry. Did Logan get the baby clothes from Anonymous Santa yet? Was a Mickey Mouse and Wolverine onesie and a mustache pacifier. No, Logan didn't, but I have been meaning to get him a Wolverine onesie, so that's super exciting. I also have not been to my P.O. box in a week, so that could be why. But that's super exciting. Thank you, Anonymous Santa. Woo, woo, woo. Nick says, love your tech blog. Keep up the good work. Thank you. It's much harder to get tech videos written and filmed now that I have Logan, because about every 45 minutes I have to take a break and either feed him or change him or just talk to him, because he's over there in the corner going coo coo. That's his new noise, so we call him our hootie owl, because he's just going coo, and it's adorable. And sometimes I'm just filming and in the background all of a sudden you hear like and I'm like, all right, well, I gotta take that over. But again, sir, you're adorable. Touche. When will Logan develop claws? I think I'm going to make him foam ones. I think I am, that he can like hold in his little hand, because it's adorable. Have you thought about bringing book club back, starting with Harry Potter? Book clubs would be really fun. That's a great idea. Thank you for bringing that up. There's so many cool things to do in so little time. I will tease, though, it's still in the very early development phases, but I am getting together with some other people from the YouTubes and talking about starting a new channel, and I won't say what it's on, and I won't say who it's with, but it's something that I'm really excited about, and it's probably still at least a few months out, but yeah, you guys are the first. This is the first tease of it, but I'm really stoked about it, and yeah, that's it. Where do I get my jewelry? Mostly Etsy, yeah, and conventions. So when I go to San Diego Comic-Con or any other conventions that I go to, I bring a shopping fund and I just go around and buy jewelry and sometimes headbands and hair bows and shirts and dresses, and that's where I get most of my stuff, because I like to support local artists and people that, hand make stuff and do that because that's their passion. I think that's really cool. So as much as I do think that the stuff that Hot Topic produces is cute sometimes, I'd rather support someone who's doing it as a small business. All right, there was a super chat, apparently, says another generic ginger. I like your name. Okay, going back. Any news cosplays? There will be some new cosplays because I need to do some ones with me and the little dude. All right, here we go. Whoa! Shade EX says, much love from Denmark. It's around 7:06 p.m. here now. Anything you'd recommend watching that we may not already know about? I'm still really enjoying Leftovers. If you guys aren't watching Leftovers, it is in its last season, but it's only going to be 3 seasons. Or new season of Doctor Who. What else is good that I'm watching right now? I started watching the Santa Clarita Diet, and so far I think it's funny. I've only gotten about 3 episodes in, but it's not one of those, like, can't stop, can't put it down ones. It's okay, that was a thing. I'm going back through a lot of the superhero shows that I'm not necessarily completely caught up on, so that's fun. I'm binge watching that, and I'm really sad that Buffy's no longer on Netflix, so now I have to go to Hulu to get my Buffy binge fix. What else is good? I don't know. Have I seen Crazy Ex-Girlfriend as a musical person? No, I have not. Is it good? Do you recommend it? Gabriel says, I love watching Doctor Who, rewatching The Office. That's kind of fun. Supergirl. Haven't started Supergirl yet. Need to. Highly recommended for many people. Thank you. Did I do anything for Buffy 20? Not anything specific. I mean, I watched a lot of Buffy that day for Buffy 20, and Nate hasn't watched all of Buffy, so he is marathoning the entire thing with me. All right, let's see. So, the Iron Fist is pretty dope, says Walter. That's a controversial opinion. I'm enjoying it. There are definitely things I do not like about the series, but overall I'm excited to see that character brought to the screen. And I think, my guess, is that the problems with the series have more to do with the writing and the direction than they do necessarily with the acting. The acting is not, in my opinion, the acting's not terrible. It's not the best I've ever seen, but it's not terrible, and I don't think that's what's ruining the series. I've seen a lot of people say that that is it's the Finn's acting is what's ruining it, but I don't know about that because I thought he was excellent in Game of Thrones. So direction has a lot to do with it. I have been in some independent films where I look like the worst actor on the face of the planet, and I mean, I would like to say that has more to do with the writing and the direction, but no, seriously, like, I've seen actors who I know are really amazing in projects where they don't look really amazing, and it all has to do with the production value. Anytime you go to see a film or TV show or anything, it's such a collaborative effort, and it's everyone's hard work that makes that series either look good or not look good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. At this point, it's been almost a half an hour already. Wow. Cool. So I have to go. Logan has a big doctor's appointment today, so I've got to get him ready. He's going to have to get some needles. So sad. So I'm going to spend a lot of today just squunching that little man so that he's okay. But the good thing about him getting his shots today is that these are the shots that allow him to be able to go out in, like, bigger group settings, and up until now he hasn't really been able to do that. So we're getting him ready for San Diego Comic-Con, one appointment at a time. That's how I like to think of it. Travis, thank you for the extra super chat. You're amazing. So Manuel, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Brando says, please do this again. It was awesome. Cool. So maybe we'll start doing Naked Truths every other week and these every week in between or something like that. I'll think about it and I'll let you guys know. So thank you to everyone who tuned into this, and I'll leave this up on my channel in case anyone missed it live and wants to watch it later. Thank you guys. Happy morning to those of you that it's morning, and yeah, have a great day. Okay, bye everybody. Stopping. Yep, nope, bye. Hey, bye, you're welcome. See ya. Oh boy, yes.